angels outside. I
Yeah.
still like I've always made it to the game no
We're
matter what.
live. We're live, okay? Just so you know, we're live.
We are okay,
Yeah.
cool. Well, yeah, yeah.
Listen.
I mean,
Again,
we could talk
it's
about it if
it's
you guys want
it's
to talk
your
about it.
it's
Story time.
your
So the
fucking
game I was
story.
like throw up angels outside. Still like
Hey, we need
Oh,
a recap. We need a away trip recap. So
you want to do it before we get the show started, and just everybody who's here beforehand could hear it, and then everybody else is fucked.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
Angel, you're a fucking G though. I love you. White Claw, what up,
Angel,
Rodrigo?
do your share right now. It's exclusive.
Exclusive.
fuck. All right. Well, it's good.
That's exclusive to get
No,
people
hold
to
on.
come in next week.
All right, fine. Damn. All right, hold on. I'm gonna go get
Take
my
a shot.
hat.
Take a shot.
Take a shot.
Got the shot right here. Protein.
No, don't do. Let's not do that. How you doing, George?
Good, good.
Yeah. How's work? You back full swing of work?
Uh,
Right?
yeah, everything's fine. I started Thursday, but Thursday I work from home. Friday I kind of went minimal. Tomorrow I'll be gone from like 12 to 6, so it's like the most.
Yeah.
But
Same way.
so far so good. I already decided to fuck me up yesterday.
What it do, baby? Nope. Get out of here with that shit, Bruce. What up, Adrian? What up, Marlene? Marlene?
Hey, my boy Adrian Ocampo, dog. Hey, serious shit. I think he's like one of my favorites now. For
What do you
sure.
do for you?
Hey, you a hoe.
Oh,
Like, you be claiming a
Oh,
lot of
how
people as
did
your
you?
favorite, dog.
Yeah. Hey,
You a
how
hoe,
did you?
dog.
I mean, just I've seen him a lot lately. The away games and just someone I'm tight with. Like I dig his vibe. He's homie as fuck, dog. He's homie as fuck. Everything
So,
about him. He's
would you
tall.
reply to the what
You
you doing
saw.
text at night?
Huh?
Would you reply to the what you doing text at 2 a.m.?
Yeah, I think he would respond to me if I message him
No,
at
No,
he
2
has
would
to.
a.m.
You
you?
would.
Would
Oh,
you?
oh yeah, he did. I said, for you always. hmm Hey,
Yo,
my
my mic ain't the same anymore.
my stuff's not coming. It's coming through fine on you guys' end, like my camera, right?
Yeah.
Because
You're
on
good.
mine, it keeps flashing black every 10 seconds.
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
fine.
All right, cool.
What up, Fernando?
Let me get on YouTube.
Nah, fuck you, Bruce.
Masa's
He
internet
was my
again?
favorite until earlier today. Some stupid shit that he said. So he broke my heart.
Sweet fingers with my heart.
Dog, when I seen you guys going up, when I started seeing the stories of you guys going up to Vegas,
Listen,
not Portland, I was like,
Vegas?
oh my god, like, this is gonna
listen.
be a wild one.
I knew. Once I saw first Angel Flex picture, I was like, this is it. Like
He
this
was feeling
Flex is
himself up. He was like,
yo,
ah.
my man's head was too hot from holding that pose. I was like, yo, this is it. He ain't gonna make it. He's not gonna
Wait,
make it.
which
That was like
one?
breakfast. That was breakfast when you guys were all sitting down in a long table with Kim, and you were at the end like,
Eddie, what up, Eddie?
Dog, all
Tell
right, stop being a hater. That was just legitimately just standing.
you tell
dog,
Papa.
I'll pull
You
up a
tell.
poll. I guarantee you, if everyone thinks that you're flexing, give me a shot of gin.
Hey, listen. Whether you're
That's fine,
flexing,
but
whether,
you gotta
whether you're
ask the
flexing or
people that
not,
were there because I was not flexing.
listen.
I
Whether you're
wasn't
flexing or
standing.
not,
I was
you're looking
standing.
good.
No.
You have to take it from my impression because I'm saying you're flexing and I'm watching the picture. So we're gonna ask the people from a picture.
No, we have to ask the people that were there that took
No,
the picture. No,
you're
because they would
behind
tell you,
everybody.
and they would tell you if I was flexing or not, bro. I just look like
What
that
up,
now.
madam?
All right,
Anyone
all
got
right. Well,
17
take
or
all right.
18
All
Take
right, you know what? Fuck
take
it.
my bet.
Fuck it. All right, fuck it. Let's
Hell
do it.
yeah.
Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
But I can't take him to Houston if I lose.
Nope. It's like as fuck.
Nope.
This is a
What up,
5 day
Never
Michelle?
drinking ever again.
I'll
Never
go over to
drinking
your
ever
house.
again.
Tommy, what up?
I'll make it to your house before this episode ends, and I'll make you take the motherfucker.
You would? You want to come over right now?
Yeah, hell
'Cause I think I
yeah.
might take this L just because people hate me.
You guys are wilding right
Mm.
now, man. Angel, I'm glad you're alive though.
Oh
Accurate.
man, listen.
I'm glad you're alive.
I'm always
Legit.
alive for Mondays.
Listen, I here's a worrisome part, right? I saw your stories where you was heading to Vegas, and I was like, dope. Actually, you know what? Let me take a step back. I saw when you got stopped for lunch and you guys were drinking. I was like, cool.
Where'd you
Then
guys
I-
stop?
They stopped at Chili's, bro. They had like a
Like,
legit
yeah,
lunch,
yeah.
That's so random.
Mhm.
Random. As
like a
Yeah,
legit lunch
what?
going to Vegas. Like, who does that?
Me and my friends.
All right. Point is, I saw you guys drinking for lunch. I was like, all right, cool, right. And then I saw you guys drinking on the way to Vegas, and I was like, all right, is that kind of party? And then you guys went fucking dead silent. I didn't hear from you guys until like the next morning, and I was like, oh, these fools died. Oh no, I'm lying to you. I saw your stories in the plane. And I was like, okay, they made it in the plane. I'm good. I'm good. But man, it was crazy. Chewy, what up, Chewy? Eddie, Fabian, what up?
You wanna know what really got me fucked up though?
Let me guess.
Take a guess.
The flight to Portland Spirit fucking.
Oh, the party! You
The
guys got
party
party
packs.
packs. Oh,
Yeah.
hell
And
yeah!
you
That's
guys
what
know
I'm
I don't
talking
really
about.
fuck with a lot of shit, right? Like I think they have like gin and tonic or whatever, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. Part of the other special too is they have a rum special.
And that was
Oh,
it.
George has known me
yeah.
since forever.
Taylor
When I
Cherry days.
hmm So there
Yeah.
was a time. So check it. Actually, I was a late bloomer. A lot of people know this. I was a late bloomer for drinking. I don't think I started drinking until like 19, 20, something like that.
Accurate.
So I used to be the designated driver all the time. Eventually, I got
Yo,
tired of
that's
that
crazy.
shit.
Hold on, my bad, my bad. That's crazy to say now, huh? That's crazy to like. No one
Yeah.
would ever picture that. But
Nobody, yeah.
thank
I
God.
was
Yeah.
I was the designated driver forever, forever.
Listen,
Until one day I got so mad when my stupid ass cousin Irvin and our cousin, well, George's brother, cousin Josh,
Yeah.
this one night shit
Dog.
just hit the fan. Threw up inside my car, outside my car, and I was like, that was it. Like, nah. I said, nah, fuck that. I'm joining the party. Join the
I
party ever
want to throw
since
up my
then.
car.
And you know what else? Fucking Herbert turned 21. Herbert turned 21 because he's like 3 or 4 years older than us because of his birthday. He's like all extra late. That was it. That was it. Yep. Well, anyways, I bring that up because
What Glenn said, there's 28 peeps, only 8 likes, 9 likes. Come on, let's get them likes in, boys. Come on, boys and
Yo,
ladies.
Angel, I put
Yo.
up the story. Yo, Cole, you cannot tell me you are not flexing this pic,
I'm
my
not though.
man.
Look,
Hey, your
watch
trap's
it.
on point. There, your trap's on
You
point,
see the
baby.
difference? You see the
Yo,
difference?
it's not. I'm
You see the
not
difference?
hating. Listen,
You see the difference? You see the difference? Look at that. You see that? You see the difference?
that's
That's
the right
flexing.
one. That's the right. Show
My
me your
left
left.
one.
You're
That's
kind
my
of
flex
strong
right
with your
there.
left.
Okay.
We know
That's
why.
me.
Okay.
That's me flexing.
Okay.
This,
Okay.
this is my fapping hand, so this is stronger.
Okay. Okay, Angel, I see you.
Right? So tell me I'm
But this
flexing.
is-
Am I
but
flexing?
listen, this podcast is getting weird as fuck now, right? Like, what the fuck are we doing? What
Welcome
are we
to
doing, guys?
GNT's. GNT's official.
What? All right, hey, George, let me ask you something, right? Because I found
Right.
out about this on Twitter. Explain
Oh,
to me.
yeah,
Explain to me how are we officially? Because you said officially sponsored by White Claws. I need to hear this story.
Masa was there. Masa. Should we tell him or should we hold out on the White Claw just for us?
What you mean? You said the podcast is sponsored by fucking by White Claws. I need to hear this story.
There's the White Claw studio right here. So they're officially paying my rent. So the rent in my condo is sponsored by White Claw. But
Oh man, you wild.
we honestly, real shit, I've never seen Masa this drunk, and I've never seen Masa drunk. Well, White Claw crept up on my man, like out of nowhere. Like from 1 minute to the next, every other word was like, "Hey yo, what it do, baby? Dog, tell me this game, what it do, baby? Dog, we are trash. What it do, baby?" I was like, "What the fuck's wrong with these? Like, dog, the White Claws." And I'm like, "Nah." We had 2 variety packs of the White Claws. Me and Masa legit finished them all by ourselves. 2 12-packs of White Claws. That
No
shit.
shit.
Hey, legit. Woke up at 5 a.m. the next day, no hangover, dog, nothing.
Yeah,
Just
White
woke
Claw?
up
I
like
gotta
a
say some
champ.
shit.
No hangover.
We just need to back me up. White Claw, trash.
I don't know about trash.
Trash.
They're not. They're not all that.
White
So
Claw,
update. I had. I had White Claws.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did too for the first time in Portland. And
So-
that was before shit hit the fan, so I did taste it, so I know what it tastes like.
So update. I did have White Claws, and I wanted to make it a thorough test, so I had about 9 of them on Friday night.
Yeah.
And I'm like Chewy on yesterday's episode of Nag News.
Oh yeah.
Like the first one, I was like, right. I had the second one, I was like, okay. And then I smoked a little something. And then I drank like 2 more, and I was like, yeah, fuck with these. And then I drank the whole thing. And sure enough, I didn't wake up with a hangover. Next day,
Was
I had
that our
like another
FIFA
5.
night?
Yeah, FIFA night, yeah.
Yeah, we were straight, dog. Tell me, like, you're not sloppy. You're nice and you're lit. Like, it gets
I
you
was
good.
burping
It
like a
gets you to that
motherfucker,
point.
though. The motherfucker
Oh,
had me
yeah.
burping like a motherfucker. Yep.
That's
Yeah,
accurate.
that's it. But other than that, no hangover. No, I'm straight with it. And Angel, dog, it's healthy as fuck. You can flex all day, every day with that shit. You ain't gonna get bloated. You don't gotta take 18 Michelobes. You're straight.
Nah, that I get looks. I tried it. It's just, all right. I don't just drink beer because I also like the taste of beer. So I drink certain beers. I know all types of beers. And White Claw,
That
Not
is
for me.
But if you
What did
like,
you taste?
if you like
What did
Michelob
you
Light,
taste, though? Yeah, if you like Michelob Ultra, you could drink anything.
no, I could. Yeah, I could drink it. I mean, I had it. They was there. We were out of Modelo, so I said, fuck it.
Monkish Brewery. That any good?
Oh
Rodrigo?
yeah, hey, Rodriguez Monkish is bomb. Have you guys ever been there?
I've never been there. Never been to a brewery.
No.
No. Is it
Nah,
good?
Monkish. My respects. They had some really good beers. A lot of hazy beers.
Oh yeah.
A
Oh
lot
yeah.
of,
That's
like,
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, a lot of like they have like a lot of space name beers, which is it's dope. I'll fuck with it, but low key, bomb as fuck.
What up, Evelyn?
And the
Is
pizza
that by
there.
you? Is that by you, George?
Hmm?
The Monkish by you?
Hey, Marilyn. So did you like them White
Oh
Claws or
yeah,
not?
dog. Real shit. Monkish, Smog, Yorkshire, all in 2 mile radius.
Rolf Howe 88, what up?
Hey, is Nelson in the chat, dog?
Eddie? No, I don't think he is.
That fool,
Hey,
Happy
hey,
birthday, homie.
that fool
nah,
hasn't made an
hey,
appearance since
hey.
our
Have you
post
seen that?
game.
Have you seen Angel? Our post game?
No? What happened? What I
Shout
missed?
out to Maryland, dog.
I missed that too. I seen a message come in. I don't know what happened
Oh,
though.
I heard what happened.
I haven't heard it. I need to hear about this. Is this
Yeah.
podcast
Listen,
safety or
no,
safe or no?
no,
Or is it
no,
offline?
no, fuck that.
No, no,
No,
no,
fuck
we're
that.
fine, we're
Listen,
fine.
no,
So,
we're
so
fine
listen,
as shit, and I
anyways.
don't care. I'm gonna tell you why. Oh, well, go for it. No, go for it,
So we
Jordan,
got
and then I'll
4
tell you
minutes.
guys why.
So we did the pregame show with Masa, and then as we were doing it, Maryland clowned us because we didn't have a setup.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
doesn't matter. So we called out, be like, "Yo, get on the halftime show," because a lot of the Galaxy
Nah,
family,
The
fuck
yeah,
audience,
with
yeah.
family.
Maryland.
Thank you. Mhm.
Yeah, family. A lot of the Galaxy family fuck with Maryland. And I was like, "Yo, this shit would be so dope." Nah, cool. Sure enough, we started feeding her a little White Claw here and there. Be like, "Hey, do you want another White Claw? You want another White Claw?" Sure enough, she got into it at the post game show. Real shit, we didn't even talk about the game. We just started talking about Emma, her love life, and then Nelson said hi to Marilyn on the chat, on the Instagram chat, and we're like, "Yo,
No, no, no,
Nelson said
no, no.
hi."
Nelson didn't say hi. Nelson
Oh,
popped
you're right,
out,
you're right.
and I
Yeah,
called
yeah,
him out.
Nelson.
I called him out. I
Yeah.
forgot what the fuck I said, but like, what I
Slide
forgot
you
what I
said slide
said.
into the DMs. You said slide into the DMs, and we're like, "Hey, Nelson, slide into the DMs." And then Marilyn's like, "He's been slid into my DMs. It's all good." And I was like, "Oh,
What up, Nelson? Where you at? Oh, he's in here
uh,
too. What's up, Papa?
yo,
Oh, you go on
Nelson's
with your
not
bad self,
paying
dog.
attention."
You go on with your bad self, Nelson. I see you.
Yeah, Nelson, wild. I
So
fuck with him.
listen, uh, I told you guys in that group chat, y'all can do whatever you want, but if you get called out later by me, don't worry about it, because that's gonna be public information.
What about your
Nelson
cousin?
did that. And
Man,
listen,
y'all the
anyone
worst,
wants to get any
man.
of my cousins, that's just gonna happen to you. So I have a big mouth.
Hey, Marilyn said never.
When it comes to
Hey,
my cousin shit, like I like putting him on blast. Because listen, I'm here doing the Lord's work. My cousins gotta get there,
Never going
so
on the show again.
I'm here to support their activities.
I am
hey,
Maryland.
Rodrigo.
Legit.
Yeah. Hey, my bad. Rodrigo,
go
hit
for
me up in the DMs for sure. Down as fuck. We'll make that happen.
Hey,
Yeah, for sure.
Maryland, you
Oh,
legit
wait, hold
part
on.
of.
Wait. So chill, Rodrigo. There's homies come first, and we haven't even met officially. Like, I got love for you because you're always here and stuff, but there's
Cool.
there's a few guys that reached out first.
Listen, if you make it happen first, then we'll go with whoever's making it happen first, because we could go with a lot of talk.
What are we talking about with Rodrigo? So I can put up
Tengo
on the-
miedo. Mucho miedo.
Take over at the tailgate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But listen, the
Oh,
way you
well, that takes-
the way you get to Maryland's heart though is you first gotta get cool with me, because that's how it goes.
I swear to God, it's not all
Hey,
about you. I mean, I get you. It's not all about
you're
you.
reporting for Angel,
Mm.
the official straight from the
Oh,
Sand
shit.
Chaperone. Hey, real shit. Germs has deal with. I'm sure he's dealt with Rudy.
Yup,
He's
for
definitely
sure.
dealt with me in New York, and Angel in New York.
Masa
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
He dealt with Masa before too. I guarantee that.
He's
Hey,
dealt
shout out-
dealt with me at home.
Shout out to our
For sure.
official babysitter, Germs.
Yeah, germs.
That's why his YouTube name is Germs Kid, dog. 'Cause
Yeah.
we fucking.
So peep this, right?
childish
We have
fuck.
1 minute. We have 1 minute.
All right.
So from when we left here, right? I left them, picked everyone up in the morning, whatever time that was. We hit the road. You guys obviously we were up all time the entire time. Rudy, you asked about the airplane. That's because when we went kind of silent, that's because when we showed up to Vegas, we gambled for a little bit. We kept drinking there. Then my dad drove us to the airport, right? We kept drinking at the airport. We kept drinking inside the plane. We landed. We showed up. We still kept drinking. Listen, that night, Jeremy and I did not sleep at all. This is why I died. From when we left here in the morning, I hadn't taken a single nap until I died the next day during the Portland game. How Jeremy still stayed up for all that?
Yeah,
Listen,
man.
he
He's
showed
an
up. He
animal.
showed up to my room like at 2 a.m, and we opened the door for him straight to sleep.
Hey,
Straight
real
to sleep.
shit, Germs is a fucking alien. Because the day that we came
Yeah.
back from the club in New York, it was like a 4 a.m. At 6 a.m., my man was ready to go out with some bagels.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Like, there's something wrong with your brother. Like, that's not normal. And
Yeah,
I don't know if
no.
it was.
Listen,
I don't
there's
know.
a lot of wrong. There's a lot of wrong
I
with
don't
Jeremy, but Oh, Evelyn says I dealt with Jeremy's. It was Jeremy's.
Hey.
Cool. There you go.
Hey.
The circle of life. I just seen
In
Lion
the
King.
circle of
This is
life.
the circle of life. I get it.
Yeah, this is it.
All right, boys. Let's get into this.
Hey, real
Good
shit.
shit.
Is there any way that we could put that up on the pod? That shit was dope.
It was.
This little like
Oh, we can keep it if you want. All right, but
Yo, what up? And welcome to another episode of Straight from the Stands, an unapologetic, unofficial LA Galaxy podcast, hosted by 4 Foul supporters who bring you their thoughts and views on everything related to LA Galaxy, straight from the stands. I am your co-host Smarts, alongside the always angry Angel, his counterpart level-headed George, and the man with the facts, Maza. This is Straight from the Stands.
good evening.
what up, everybody?
How you guys doing today?
Magnificent.
Angel?
Angel,
Angel,
real shit.
Angel.
That's the person that we really want to know.
Angel, how you doing today? Listen, it's an audio podcast too, so I need you to say something. For you guys not on YouTube, and I don't understand why you're
Yeah.
not on YouTube. Angel's just shaking his head with a carrot in his mouth. And for those on YouTube, yo, get them thumbs up for me, yeah? I got 60 people
please.
on right now, and we only got 18. Let's go. Let's hit that like button.
How many
All
people?
right, boys. We got 60 people right now.
Oh, okay.
All right. Masa, I seen you do a special appearance yesterday with the Night Boys. You were very
Yeah.
talkative, so I'm hoping you
Hey,
have the
that was
same
a dope
energy
ass
today.
night.
Nah, Angel's
No, you
back,
see
bro.
what happened? No, hold on. Let me back up Masa, because that's 2 times that people have gone on to that episode and they let people talk. Rudy, be better. Come on. We
Are
need
you
a night, we
serious?
need a better host. Yeah, we need a
You
host
guys
that can let us
no,
talk.
You guys get out. You guys get out of here, right? 'Cause
Okay.
I set everything
Okay.
up and let you guys talk. You guys get out of here with that. I
Listen,
don't want to hear
okay.
that. I don't want to hear that.
I'm gonna call you out today.
Nah,
I'm gonna
you
call you
know,
out
you
on
know
that
what
today.
it is. You know what it is about Nag News, dog. That shit's a lie, dog. Because they drink with you, right? So they get you all talkative and shit. Because usually I don't say anything, but they got the White Claws for me. That
Oh,
was it,
hold
dog.
up, Masa. For those that haven't heard, we are the official White Claw podcast.
That's true.
Official. So
You know what?
every
I'm
time
gonna
you
say
tag
one
us,
thing.
every time you tag us, tag them. Let them know.
Yes.
I'm gonna say one thing, and this is the only thing I'm gonna say this entire podcast. So whoever wants to hear stories, nope, nothing. That's facts. When I went to Nag News the first time, listen, I can't confirm nor deny that they not only had the beer that I wanted,
Oh, yeah.
then they also bought me food. They had everything. Like honestly, I felt like I was on the Ellen show. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Well,
they
why don't you
took care of their
go over
guests.
there then? Both. Oh, you guys go over there. No,
Nah,
I'm not
because
doing
then
stuff. Just kidding.
listen,
Just
they
kidding.
don't have the budget for me all the time.
Oh.
So you know,
Hey, listen.
I'm
Was it a
special-
drink, Angel? Hey, honestly, out of you three, I think on the fast, they gave me some Don Julio 1942. I was like, damn, this shit nice. I had to drink it. I felt disrespectful. I didn't drink it, so I got drunk by accident.
listen, I'm not gonna say what other stuff they gave me because that's their stuff, and I'm gonna put this shit on blast. But
There it
can't
is.
confirm or deny that Nag News they set you up. Like they do get you, and that's how they get you
Rudy,
to be.
No, and it's
Go
dope.
up, Rudy.
I
Go
got
hang
the White
out.
Claw
Yeah.
sponsor. I got the White. Yeah, Rudy. Honestly, it's only up to you.
No,
You're
you
next.
know what it
Go
is?
there.
Yeah, it's because it's way up there. You know what I mean? Like they're not
Yeah,
as close to me as
yeah.
you. But all right, boys, let's get into the show. I'm glad everybody's doing right. Listen, I'm glad I've seen beautiful Angel's face today. I wasn't sure that was gonna happen late Saturday.
I didn't know
right?
if I was ever gonna see my man ever
Yeah,
again.
so I'm glad he's here, Angel. I'm happy you're here, baby. I'm glad
Celery
you're alive.
sticks, baby.
And celery sticks.
Yep.
All of
But
a sudden.
let's get into some of the news and stuff like that. Masa.
Masa, yep. This is Masa segment.
Listen, all right.
Let me take a step back.
Even more than
I
that,
already
right?
I already tweeted what I had to tweet earlier today on
All
Twitter.
right, well,
All right, but this is
some
a
of our-
podcast, so-
some
so-
of our fam doesn't listen, doesn't have Twitter. You got to let us know. Let us know right here.
What was your tweet consistent of? What the content?
I said that I've been confirmed by one for months now. Don't at me on the news. He's gonna be here. Shut the fuck up.
Dope.
Oh.
Y'all motherfuckers be believing some fake ass outlets, dog. Like, what's up?
Listen,
Hey, Masa, I respect that, dog.
so let's just recap what happened this over the weekend, right?
It's been a roller coaster ass weekend when it comes to this shit, huh?
It has. On Thursday night, it was reported that the Galaxy sent over a $18 million bid for Pavon for 100% of his rights. And they had 48-hour timeline, right? That's what I heard. That's what seemed to be running around. It came back on Sunday that they had rejected that that offer. And then they were going to shoot another one back, saying that they wanted a high price loan with a obligation to buy after a year. right? And that's pretty much where it ended on Sunday night, Monday morning, right before we got on the podcast at 7 o'clock on Twitter at Mr. underscore TP22. He says, I have it on record for two inside sources that Pavon deal is finalized and waiting league's approval. Drini gets a contract extension that sees him drop to a TAM contract. The deal is for 18 million and 20% sell-on clause. You heard it here first.
Wait, repeat that?
Okay. I have it on record.
Slow it down, though.
I have it on record from two inside sources that Pavon deal is finalized and waiting for league's approval. Drini gets a contract extension that sees him drop to a TAM contract. The deal is for 18 million and 20% sell-on clause. You heard it here first at Mr. underscore TP22. Now I don't know where
you heard it here first is from him as well.
That's the whole tweet. That's Mr. underscore TP22. He's a guy who constantly tweets about Galaxy. Now he doesn't state who his sources are. Again, you know how I feel about that. But it is what it is.
That's that rumor?
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Honestly, I'll take it 100% if we win a title this year. It doesn't mean shit if we don't win a title this year.
Why?
I'll spend all the money. Because we're the type of people, if we put out the money and we get something in return, we completely forget about anything that we spent after that. We've taken a loss on Gio, and we spend a lot of money on that man. Well, not compared to this, but still, we lost money because the player didn't play. Knock on wood that Pavon, goes out throughout his contract. But if we spend that much money, he wins a title, and we get 20% of a transfer fee, I'll take it. Because then that just means.
Well, why do you want a percentage? I'd much rather him stay.
You know why I want a percentage?
Years and put in work.
You know why I want a percentage? Because you get him into the door. As long as we get that man into the door and sold on the philosophy that GBS, that's a percentage on if he's ever sold. Once GBS is gone after,
I'm sorry, but am I mistaken by thinking that 20% goes to Boca and we keep the rest? That's the deal.
No. 80% goes to Boca, 20% comes to us, I believe.
No, it's the other way around.
It's the other way around, right? They get 20% because we're paying 18 million up front.
Yeah.
So we get 80.
Who cares? Just fucking move on.
Then we don't care. Then that, to me, that doesn't matter. Then
all right, let me ask a question.
You're just feeding onto my point that I think that it doesn't matter how much you're paying for this man or what we're gonna get in return. The return should be our cut.
Yeah,
ultimately,
I agree.
That's what I care.
But why do you say it has to be this year? That's what I'm not on board with. Why this year? I get it.
If it's not him this, okay, because we're old. How many years does he have on contract with Boca?
I don't know, but he's 23 years old.
2 years, right?
Something. I don't know.
Yeah, sure. 2 more years. Yeah, 2 more years. That's going to be 2 years of maybe him not playing because he's already trying to sit himself out. He doesn't want to play with Boca anymore.
Yeah. No. I listen. I get the whole thing, but I'm saying you said
and then we'll
it only
him
makes
on
sense.
The last year of GBS.
But you said it only makes sense if we get him for 18 million if we win a cup this year, right? What
I
don't understand is like
right
why this year? Like I think like to me. To
Angel's point, get over it. If it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen anymore.
No, wait. That's not what. See, that's not what I'm going. What I'm saying is for $18 million, I'm cool buying a 23-year-old player with his ceiling. Like he has a high ceiling, right? So I think he'll help us a lot this year. But I don't necessarily bank this whole move for this year, right? I think this move is a good move for this year and going forward until we sell him, if we sell him.
Okay, yeah, but we need to get him this year.
Oh yeah.
That was my. It has to happen this year because we need to get him this year. That's why I was like, if it doesn't happen, move on.
Yeah, no, I thought you were talking. I think you were talking about like the cup has to be this year, and I was like,
no.
I mean,
If we get him, we get him.
You know what? With Tony Medina just said, like, we've been going back and forth on this shit. At this point, it's got to the point when we talked before about the Opulenta and other people. Like I said, we're not talking to anybody no more until it happens. If it happens, then we'll talk about it. If it doesn't, fuck it. I'm tired of this shit.
Hey, and you know what? I'm cool with that because
sources.
That's exactly what happened with Kamara. We were over that shit, and then he came. So let's fucking talk about something else.
Yeah, like we just literally spent like 5 minutes talking about that, and to me at this point it's irrelevant. If it happens, good. If it doesn't, then fuck it. Yeah, I've been asking for that picture for a while.
I don't think it's just brush off like that, right? Like this is gonna be if it happens, it's gonna be a major move. It's a lot of money, so I think it deserves its time to be talked about.
Which is fair, but we've been talking about it now for 3-4 weeks, and it's at this point kind of repetitive.
No, it's new news.
No, because he even covered about the actual news that really came out recently in depth, which was okay, maybe a potential loan. at a higher, whatever. Instead, you guys went back to talking
No,
about, well, what about happens later? We already covered that shit.
listen, you
Well, we
then you're
have to. This is our due diligence. We have to.
and you completely missed the fact that that was the second thing that happened. I did talk about that. But moving on, the Galaxy,
Just
fucking
get every
Galaxy,
player from San Lorenzo and you see what happens. Sebastian Blanco just fucked in the Galaxy.
meh,
It wasn't really him, but whatever.
But you get
Yeah,
the point.
it wasn't
meh.
him at all.
No Boca player.
You should watch the game.
That's fair.
Oh, you're a piece of shit. uh, man. So the Galaxy,
This
right?
Kevin.
The Galaxy actually played a game, or they played one half of the game against Portland this Saturday. Uh, and listen, we talked about it on the tailgate on how we think they could hurt us and what we had to do to put this game away. And I think we're right on point, right? But let's start. Let's get started with the lineup. We're not with Bingham at goal as expected. Polenta out left, People and Steris down the middle with Fletcher on the right. Uh, Dos Santos and Corona playing right in front of defense with Fabio a little more freedom on top of him. Antun on the left, Araujo on right, and Slatan on top. Uh, Again, I think Angel, you called it. Said same lineup as the LAFC game. I think we all followed. I think the only question we had was with Araujo. Turned out he played as well.
Yep.
When the lineup come out, how were you guys feeling when you guys saw the lineup?
I felt confident as fuck.
I
Confident.
was
Dennis
blacked out.
George.
Angel didn't even know we played.
Uh, yeah, it's the same, right? I thought it was gonna be okay. I was a little hesitant about Araujo just because he had played a lot on the Leagues Cup, but I figured that we had when I saw that Sebastian Lletget was in the bench, I figured that there's second half adjustments there, so I wasn't too concerned about that. And the game kicked off. The game was what we called. It was the midfield had a lot to do with it, and then it's gonna be chances created both sides, right? I said it's gonna be a high scoring game. I didn't expect it to be one sided, but I said it's gonna be a high scoring game because both teams have a lot of attacking problems, and it was. Listen, in the first half, before any of the goals were scored, both the Galaxy and Portland had shots. I think Clark and Bingham had good blocks in the first half before anybody scored, and it was a back and forth game, right? But we didn't put no chances away. I mean, we could start with the ball Polenta, not Polenta. I'm sorry, the ball Antuna put to Zlatan, low driven,
Oh yeah.
and Zlatan gets there and it goes high.
What is left?
Was yeah, it was his left. It was coming
Yeah.
in and it goes high. The cross Antuna gave that went past Zlatan but landed on Araujo, and he had Fabio wide open and he took a shot. All right. At this point, man, I was cool with it. I was cool with it because we were aggressive as fuck.
I was talking to Masa because Masa came over to watch the game, and he was just. I was like, "Listen, we're away and we're creating these type of chances. I'm good with that. Like, if we're going into this half and like we're creating chances, we're making it happen, we're doing what we have to do. I'm good with that because we're away. Usually away, we're on our heels and we're looking for chances. We're creating chances just as much as they were.
Yeah, yeah, for sure,
I
for
think
sure.
even in the first half, we were the better team
I
than
don't. I,
I
I,
agree
Portland.
with you.
I,
I agree
listen,
with you.
I don't necessarily agree with that. I think it was a back and forth game, where both teams had the chances. Only one team took the chances. Uh, Getting into that, the first goal, the f- so right before the first goal, there's a chance created for Zlatan when he gets the ball with his
Mm.
back facing goal, but manages to turn and take a shot. And I think you said it at the halftime show that Zlatan on his if he's on his game, if he's on his day, he scores that. But he doesn't. It goes pretty short to keeper. Keeper gets a pretty easy block. Uh, and it goes the other way. There's a foul and they get a fast restart. A cross. We get a cross that goes between people and Steris to a guy who's head and shoulders shorter than both of them, and he gets his head into
Yeah.
it and scores.
Oh
Now,
yeah, because fucking Stairs. Well, I mean, and
There was
credit to Brian
miscommunication.
Fernandez. Shout out to Brian Fernandez because before that he had taken a couple shots and he looked real dangerous. People had him covered and Steris followed
Mm-hmm.
the same defender, so I left Paredes wide open, dog. I mean, it was a good cross and everything, but
Man, so I
Can I
looked
say
at
two
that.
things though before you guys get really in depth? Because I don't want to interrupt you guys later.
Talk to me.
So yeah, I mean, listen, you guys are fully aware. I only saw maybe the highlights and what I told Rudy. And if you guys listened, like the last 20 minutes of the game, just happened to be out at the restaurant we went to. My dad saw the game, and when we got back, and as a matter of fact, I talked to him like yesterday, and I kind of told him part of the story of how I missed the game, whatever. He's like, "No, I'm not surprised," but anyways, that's a different story. Talked about the game, and my dad's been watching soccer forever. He's the reason I got into it, right? And you guys know this shit. He said what you guys just said about the team, back and forth. It was back and forth. He says I was thoroughly entertained with the Galaxy. I was thoroughly entertained with Portland. If a lot of the MLS games were at this type of pace, I mean, he watches the Galaxy. Don't get me wrong, but he's not about that life like I am right now. So he's like, look, if the MLS in general could be like this, it can definitely be a league that everyone's gonna be watching. Obviously, there's years for it to get to what it is, but that's credit to the game. What you guys are saying was a back and forth, high speed game, which it's not common for an MLS game to be high speed, right? And that I thought, I mean, it's a positive. It's probably the only positives going to come out of this because obviously it was a 4-0 ass whooping. And then the second thing, Rudy, you mentioned it that he was not on. Zlatan was not on. If he's on, Karina sent me a text about that earlier today. We were actually talking about the game, and she mentioned like, "Yo, we during the warm up, you can see that Zlatan just his posture. He didn't look engaged. He just looked out of it. Like if he had an agenda for what was going to happen in this game, and
I
that's
didn't.
what it is. And I was like,
I didn't notice that. I mean, and to be fair, like, at least from what I saw in the first half, it didn't seem like he was disengaged. It just wasn't his night. Like he wasn't on his shit like he was for against the LAFC.
not
But
only
going back,
that,
go for it.
not only that, Clark was on, dog.
Yeah.
All shit you could talk, Doug. Clark was on, but still,
Yeah.
there was a couple chances that
Listen, you know what else? So, yeah. I think he came up with some big saves. But again, like I think Zlatan can put it away where like the goalie has no chance.
He had a
And
one-on-one with Clark, and then he had that
yeah,
left shot with Antuna. It, I don't think that he was not focused because if he would have scored that, then we would have been like, oh, he's gonna turn it up. It is what it is. I think that's just Zlatan demeanor. He goes into a game like I don't care because honestly, who's gonna talk to us about the LAFC game? No one saw him warming up. No one saw him what he was doing. So I mean, we're gonna have to see that going forward. But I think that's just his demeanor. Like, oh, I'm the best. I'm gonna walk into this motherfucker like I own it. So we can't judge him off his pregame.
yeah,
I personally think if he would, he's all about the moment. If he scores, he's in it. If he's getting frustrated, that's when the level starts lower. It's all about where he starts.
no, I
If he
agree.
scores, yeah.
I 100% agree, and I'll bring that up again because I did notice something. But back to the first goal, Masi, you call out, you call out. So here two things, right? I think people loses Brian before the cross comes in.
Really?
Yeah, he loses him because listen. If you go back and see the replay, like Brian Fernandez, like people is not on Brian Fernandez. People tries to cut that cross early, and and it was never close. He just kind of like goes with the motion of it, right?
You know what?
Um, go
To
for it.
that, I think we called out Felcher with that, and
So I was
and
gonna get
and
to
to
that.
me, it's a little hard for me to see people, but I could see what you're saying. I'm a little rougher on Felcher when he does that, but I think it was just a miscommunication between two center backs that, to me, the person that's seeing the player should be talking, and the person that's behind the player should be listening.
Well,
So
so
Daniel Ster is like a goalie, like to a goalie. To a
to your
goalie,
point,
he
100%.
sees the defense, he talks to the defense, pick up. Daniel Ster should have been vocal to that, but people might have lost the
Well,
mark.
but listen, so 100% to your point, right? I think people loses Fernandez, and Stairs reacts to that, so he tries to close into Fernandez, and I forget his name. The guy who scored gets him.
Paredes.
Paredes.
Yeah, he gets him behind him, so when he tries to react,
Yeah.
try kicks out, doesn't get there. I also want to call out Felcher in that because Felcher should have been yapping at him like, yo, behind, right? Because he goes for one guy and leaves the other guy behind. It's a miscommunication, 100% in my opinion. I think it's miscommunication because they all kind of just lose lose a man. Filcher's way too behind to get involved and try to back up Stairs. Stairs tries to back up people. People kind of loses a man. And when your defense, when you got three people or your 4-man back line not really covering anybody, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For a guy of his stature, like he's not that tall, to get a goal on two tall physical players is kind of weak. I didn't like that at all. But it goes to show how we had chances and we didn't put them away. They come back, they get a clear chance and they put them away.
Yeah, and I think 2 goals came that way. It's just a
Yeah.
game of like, yeah, you just have to create chances. You have to create chances, and we'll get to it because people singled out players, and I don't necessarily agree with it. But going back to your point, we have to create these chances in order to not be able to talk about what would have happened if we were to create these chances. We have to create.
Yeah, and then right after the goal, we had a good chance with Antuna. Fabio puts in a ball from like 30 yards out through ball that Antuna meets with pace and he gets inside the area, and I'm thinking the whole time, you take your shot, take your shot, take your shot, and my man drags it a little bit more, try to set up his right, and the defender just comes in from behind and clears the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
He was,
Jesus
and I looked
Christ,
at
man.
Maza. I was like, "Yo, you have to be able to be comfortable with finishing with your right, even if it's a fucked up shot." He was too worried about. If you see the play where Zlatan dishes off to him, he's too worried about the player behind him. He's going forward. He beats him on speed. He looks back to see where the player's at, and as soon as he wants to do something with his foot, the player gets in. He's too worried about it.
Yeah,
And
he's
you
not
said it. You
decisive.
said it plenty
Yeah,
of times. He misses that killer instinct.
yeah, like he's not decisive
Shout out, little
enough.
Rob.
He's not decisive
Yo,
enough
shout
to.
out Romo. Shout out Nelson.
Shout out Eddie. Yeah. Oh, are these people messaging you right now too? Dog.
Nah, dog. Look,
Oh.
everyone said this is how you look like because you haven't shaved.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, man. So he missed the clear instinct. He's not decisive enough for me when he's inside the area. So we missed that chance. The game goes back to being back and forth the whole time. Man, Portland's midfield, even without Chara, is nice. They play nice. They
Shit.
move the ball nice. They move off the ball real nice. But we get to a play where where there's a couple crosses that don't really hit with Zlatan. Rolf rescues it, touches with Fabio, touch with Jonah. Jonah kind of makes a run for him. Fabio doesn't get there, doesn't read it in time, so he kind of turns again. Fulcher tries to make a move down the wing, and Fabio tries to chip it over him, just kind of chip the ball towards Rolf.
Yeah.
Right, and that leaves Rolf way the fuck out from the position because everybody had pushed to the right. Araujo was close to the middle, and that whole wing was wide open.
Yeah.
And Portland attacked that the way they should, almost perfect in my opinion.
Dog, you know what they remind me of? Without speed, Atlanta last year.
Yeah, well, they
On
were
these
super direct.
counterattacks.
Yeah, they were super
Yeah.
direct, and man, and listen, Malari's not that quick, but he just kind of glides, dog. He kind of just glides so smoothly.
Oh shit.
Any shits on Stairs bad.
It was a bad touch, and Steris ate. He reacted too late. Oh my god.
Yeah, the whole.
Hey, shout out to Portland's marketing team. Called him Eddie Steris.
Did he? Did they?
Something. They fucked up on his name. They ruined his name.
Hey, shout out to fucking fat ass Manny. He used to play with us on Thursday nights. He's listening to us and watching us.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, where the fuck's my bottle at, bitch?
As a matter of fact, he steals me $100.
Fuck.
Hey,
What a shout out, guys! What a shout out! All right,
Fucking with you, dog.
let's get back into this. So off of that counterattack, they get the second goal, and they again comes from us creating chances there and not being able to finish, and then turning off for 1 second and not realizing where the spaces are at. Jonah wasn't there because he was in the attacking end. And it just doesn't make sense. I know a lot of people were talking about how our white backs got up too high, and I don't even think they got up to they got up high when they needed to. But that one, it was just a misplaced pass by Fabio. I think a lot of it has to fall on Fabio for that one because that pass was just it wasn't a smart move. He had Jonah next to
A
him.
lot of people were talking about our right backs being pushed up too high, but one of the goals came from a corner kick. Like, we can't be mad at that. We can't be mad at their placement when they're being placed that high because of a corner kick. Like, yo, like, That's football. That's soccer. That
Or
that has to happen.
we in possession of the ball, right? Like we have possession of the
Yeah,
ball in
yeah.
their
Like
attacking
we
end,
can't
trying
be
to
mad
make.
at
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
I agree. I don't. I'm not gonna put that on our white backs because they're out there. I mean, that's the game we play. We play with them. They get involved in our attack a lot, right? They're the ones that are doing a lot of
Yeah.
crossing. So I'm not gonna get mad at them for
It's one of those
going up
like
there.
if we watch basketball, you live by the three, you die by the three.
Yeah.
Same thing in soccer. You press, you live by the press, you die by the press. And this time, this team picked us out. They picked
Yeah.
us out. Sadly, we couldn't finish. If we would have finished, it would have been a different podcast.
100%.
Yeah.
So we go into half at 2-0, and then
Yeah.
you guys had the halftime show, and I agree with a lot of what you guys are saying.
Remind me of what we said because I said I'm White Claw, but I'm pretty smart when I drink White Claw. So.
Listen, you guys are just talking about how like the game wasn't over.
Oh yeah.
The game wasn't over, and in the first half.
Never mind. I wasn't that smart because I didn't know what the fuck was about to happen. But yeah,
Listen, that's twice it happens
it's
to
so
us.
good. Like
No, I agree.
Like, my bad before you say that, but I was talking to Maza going into half. I was like, yo, we're straight. Like we're creating chances. We are creating chances away. Like you cannot be mad at this performance away.
I agree
At all.
100%. 100%. Listen, I agree 100%. When you guys were saying that, I was like, yeah, like we did not look like the inferior team. We're down 2-0. That was a fact. But we didn't look like the inferior team. We didn't look like a team that didn't know what they was doing out there. We went at them, and we just didn't finish the chances, right? And you guys called it. You guys said if they score early in the second half, it's a game.
Yeah.
It's a fucking game, right? I agree with you guys. I thought, listen, you guys said that the Galaxy was the better team in the first half. I wouldn't go that far, but I do believe it was a good game. It was a close game, and it was just
It's
a
not
game
far
that
off though. It's not far off to say that.
Listen, again, right? Like, if you want to say that, I'm not necessarily gonna fight over that. Like, I think it was a good game. And going into the second half, that's what I felt. I said, okay, we just need to score, go early, and put away some of our chances.
Mm-hmm.
And again, we start off second half strong. We start off the second half with some chances. I mean, that chance Zlatan gave to Antuna, low cross, second post. Antuna with his speed comes in.
Clark.
Yeah,
Is that the
Clark.
goalie's name?
Yeah,
Clark.
Clark. Yeah.
Dog.
It's a save. It's a save. But
You look at that. You look at that and be like, it's not our night. It's not our night. Like you just look at that and be like, all right, cool. It's one of those nights. Is the ball's not gonna go in, regardless of what it is, the post, of anything. The goalie had a great night. We couldn't finish.
You know what? I hear you, but I want to believe that a striker is going to finish that.
No. I
No.
agree with you 100%.
I think if Ola
I
Kamara
think so.
were at the end of that ball, because that ball does not happen because it's happened to him in the past, and he's a striker. He's one of those people that you put in front of the goal, he finishes because he has a nose for the
Nose for the
goal.
goal. Yeah.
Ola Kamara
Listen,
still hasn't scored with his Chinese team, by the way.
Well, he hasn't played either though, so I don't.
Right,
But he's not a player.
But
so I
even
won't
when he
talk
was, yeah.
about him. Yeah. All right. Listen, we could disagree on that. But I would have loved to see a finish there because I think by the time Antuna gets
It
to the
takes
ball,
composure.
yeah, because by the time Antuna gets there, like Clark's already laid out,
Mhm.
right? He already made a play for it. He laid out. I want to believe like you can score there, right?
No.
Antuna just gets there smashing, and I want to
That's
believe you
fair.
can score
I
there.
don't
Like
believe it, but
we
it's fair.
could disagree, and that's 100%
Yeah.
fine. I believe that. I think you have a little more finesse, a little more composure, and you score there. But we
Me.
don't. But we
It's 'cause
don't,
you see me
right?
play. Just say it. There you go.
And with that being said, it's another episode. Man, and so we had a couple opportunities. The one back heel that Vultures tried when he had both Zlatan and Fabio open.
Dog.
We had opportunities, man. We just
If you would have scored that,
yeah, because at that point
Yeah.
it was still 2-1. It's still 2-1. Listen, they even pulled Brian Fernandez off the game, right? And you know what it was? They realized that we were gonna try to hit them on counterattacks, and what they did is they pulled back. I see a lot of shit talking online, criticizing the Galaxy, and don't forget there's two teams in the fucking field about how they played.
listen, I want to get to that because I heard a lot of shit that people were saying. And listen, you guys hear this podcast all the time. You guys hear me. I'm quick to talk shit. I was looking at these tweets, at these Instagram. I was like, yo, did we see a different game? Like, and you know what? I had to go rewatch it.
Yeah.
Because I was really stuck. The fact that people were like, this player was bad. This player was bad. I don't know why we have this. And I was like,
Say which ones.
You're talking about
That's
defense too.
100%. people were talking shit about Fabio Alvarez, and I wanted to look at them and be like, "That's the man that won us the game last week."
Yeah.
And
Any
you are
creator-
here talking about this game. Listen, my man
then,
had a bad
to
game, but
me,
the fact that you guys are
nah, I don't
listen,
even
I
think
read
you had a bad
tweets.
game.
I read tweets about sending this man back. He's never been good. He doesn't play the. I looked at these tweets like, yo, are you like? We're not watching the same shit. Like, we
Short-term
cannot
memory.
be watching the same shit.
Yeah.
Easily, we can't be watching the same shit. Because if you guys are talking shit about Fabio Alvarez, then you guys weren't talking shit about Joe Corona. Joe Corona played 2 good consecutive games, and I give him that. But the fact that you guys weren't talking shit about that man prior to these 2 games, something's off. I've given Rolf Felcher so much shit. He got caught off. I understand that. And we've always said that about him. So if you don't understand the role playing about him, then that's on you.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. You
Or-
cannot be calling out these players for the type of shit that it honestly is not their fault. This is the type of soccer we're playing. We're attacking, and sadly we were down, so we had to put our defenders like Wolf Felch in a position where they had to score and leave us in that position.
Well, that was my point, right? Like, I think
Sorry,
in the,
Sam. My bad. My bad.
Nah,
Let me
it's
agree.
okay.
Hold on,
Go
my
ahead.
bad.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I think in the second half, what happened was they're up 2-0. Galaxy still creating. So Portland makes moves to sit back more, right? They're 2-0 and they know we have to get up. So my whole point to bringing up like these tweets when they're super analyzing the game is that the fact they only take the Galaxy in consideration and not what the other team does, right? At the second half of the second half,
Facts as fuck.
the second half of the second half, Portland makes adjustments to be more defensive and just hit them on the counterattacks, right? Because they know Galaxy has to come out here and score 2 goals. To get anything to happen in this game, they need to score 2 goals, right? And so what do? You counter that. You sit back a little more and then you hit them on the counter. So there's 2 teams playing here, and the Galaxy have to go out for it, right? Because listen, and we said in I think Angel's a big proponent of this. It doesn't matter if you lose 2-0, 4-0.
Thank you. That's what I wanted to get to.
Right? It doesn't fucking matter.
Yep.
Right? It doesn't fucking matter. And you're gonna expose yourself because you're going after the game.
And
Right?
I'm okay with
100%. It's something that I don't. Listen. I think we all watch football differently. Maybe some of us watch it a little longer.
Listen, we see
or we want different
GBS
things.
got scored on 3 in the Copa Libertadores final because he pushed up his goalie, and people were gonna be, "Oh, we lost." No, listen, you have to understand soccer. You have to understand football.
that.
This is an empty goal net. Listen,
Yeah.
Angel played hockey ever since he was 1. Tell him, Angel. Tell him about you and hockey, dog.
Listen, I played hockey for only 1 year when I was 4 years old. Got sponsored.
No, come on.
Oh.
Go past it. Get past it. Come on.
Never mind, don't
Anyways.
say shit, dog. Say less.
Dog. So no, and that too. Look, again, I no secret, obviously, about the game, but when I've heard a few different podcasts, I've heard obviously I heard Nag News. I heard Corner of the Galaxy today. I even heard what people that I pay attention to that actually know about soccer in our inner circle, what people were saying, and that that's what I literally heard. Again, my dad's comments. The game was back and forth. He told me that, the Galaxy got caught on the counters, the last 2 goals, the first 2, he told me Zlatan was being a little lazy bitch, whatever. But that, look, to me, and again, like you said, people see the game different. In my mind, I don't care if we're losing 2-0 or 4-0 away from home, especially. Like at home, maybe they make it less embarrassing. But away from home, it doesn't fucking matter if we're going to lose 4-0, 2-0, whatever it is, right? Go try to do something, man. Like, give me a little fight. Like, if you're gonna get your ass beat, just give me some fight. Give me anything. Let's lose by, I mean, sure, it's not gonna, who cares, right? At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if it's 4-0 or 2-1, but exactly. But that's it. That's it to me. People are gonna say, oh, well, the goal differentials. Listen, you guys can talk about goal differentials all you guys want, but as of right now, and again, I mentioned this a few episodes ago, and I think I mentioned it again last episode. The next slate of games that we have, fuck the goal differentials. We need the points right now. We need the points. That's more important right now because we can't even fight for goal differential if we don't have the points.
Yep. I don't give a fuck if we're like plus 20.
Angel, to that point, I think the fight in the first half was us playing offensively, and the fight in the second half was us standing up for our players. And that's the type
I'm
of fight
okay
that I
with
want.
that.
Yeah, listen, 100%.
Mhm.
Listen, we'll take that victory because we have players like Zlatan fighting for his little cub, Alvarez, and
Yep,
I'm sure we'll
yeah, I
get to
saw
it.
that,
Listen, and I'll take that victory. I'll take that because we fought until the very end, even if it meant us knowing that we were going to lose, but we're not going to go soft on the tackle. And I'll take that 100%. So this team fought. In contrary to what people say, sure we lost 4-0. Sometimes the scoreboard doesn't represent what happened on that field, but I think this team fought for what happened.
Biggest example, me, right? So when I found out what the score was, I was like, "Fuck, we took a big ass L." Like it, and I figured we probably got mollywopped, like our team didn't show up, type of shit.
Nah.
I haven't seen it, so I'm going off of what the people are saying. It sounds like we were competitive,
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
what Rudy said.
100%.
What Rudy said earlier though about that I haven't heard a single person to date, not even any of the podcasts that come to your mind, and no disrespect to a lot of people that we're friends with, I didn't hear anyone acknowledge Portland's, changes and
Yeah.
how they decided to drop back and realize, hey, the Galaxy now needs to come and score on us. We're up 2 goals. We're up 3 goals. Let's take out our best forward. He doesn't need to score any more goals. Our team doesn't need to do it. Like, let's just hold back. Let's get these 3 points. If we catch him on the counter, we have the players that can do that.
Yep.
And they
Yep.
did.
100%.
Right, and it's stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are top notch, man. That's
So-
why I listen to you guys.
And that's my thing about this game. I think, like, listen, the Galaxy were unlucky not to score, right? Because I think we score, it's a different game,
Yeah.
but it's unlucky to score, not score at 0-0. Unlucky to score, not score at being down 1-0, at down 2-0. At 3-0, I think it was the game. At 3-0, I saw a lot of frustration in the team. But I saw a lot of frustration in the team. You guys saw it, like, around the 5th minute, it got real physical. Like, people started, like, really getting at each other.
But usually that's when the team dies down. And I'll go back to San Jose when we were losing and they started picking on fucking Fabio and no one stepped up.
Yeah,
Today
no.
was a different story.
Yeah.
And I'll take that. I'll take that 100% because this team still shows something.
Listen, so I'll take it to a certain extent, right? I think one thing I agree with the commentary, both on transmission and some of the podcasts that I heard throughout the week or today. Zlatan was looking for a yellow card.
Well,
I think-
and I was gonna say that 100% because he fought for it. He wanted it. He wanted the yellow card, and other media's talked about him getting the yellow card. I wonder if he's gonna get it here, Atlanta. Listen, I'm good with it. Fuck it. He put us in a position where we're fucked into the next game. We'll talk about that later, but it is what it is.
Okay, so listen. After this, after the initial 15 minutes, I think Portland made the changes, and they became a team that was hard to break down at that point. We committed, we pushed up. Unfortunately, we got 2 more goals scored on us. All right. In between that time, though, Efra gets a red card.
Bullshit.
Oh, fucking.
Let's talk about this.
Big
Okay,
bullshit.
let's talk about this.
I saw it.
Big
By the way, that I
bullshit.
saw.
Big bullshit.
All
So,
let's
all right,
talk about it.
tell me why it's
All right, so
bullshit,
it sounds
Maza.
like Angel, you go first because it sounds like you're iffy about it. I think me and Masa for sure because I know I talked to him about it.
Okay. All right.
What do
Straight
you
up,
think?
if you look at around the field, right, where that whole play happened, why are you booting the ball that way?
Hmm.
Why does it matter?
What are you gonna do if you're booting it that way?
Yeah.
You know what
Explain
happened?
it to me.
Try to bounce it off the player because he's right in front of you. It's not.
Yeah,
The
that's
I-
whistle
fault that.
happened. The
If you're
whistle
gonna
happened
bounce,
so
I don't know.
quick. The whistle happened so quick that I understand why he. Listen, did he come in with malintent? I don't know. I'm not him. Did he know what he was doing? I think he knew what he was doing, but I think this team has a lot of eyes on them, and referees came into this game with a lot of making sure everything was going to be okay because of what happened last week. And I hate to say it, I think last week's game affected this game when it came to refereeing. And I talked about on the pregame, on the tailgate when it came to Zlatan.
Yep.
I never thought that it was going to happen to someone else, but
Which is fair, 100%,
yeah.
100% fair.
Masa,
It was super fast, man. But Masa, yeah,
was.
let's hear what you guys
Masa,
say.
you call bullshit on it. Why are you calling bullshit on it?
Yeah, because I do that shit all the time. I try to. I give
But you get reds
like,
all the
if
time.
I-
You deserve reds.
Nah, but I don't get. But you don't get reds for shit like that, fool. Because you're going 50-50 ball, and you know that.
no, it
if you
wasn't
try to
50-50
control-
That was not.
it wasn't 50-50
There was
ball.
no.
No,
bro,
hold
what?
on.
No, he got fouled. He got
Okay,
fouled.
it would have been a 50-50 ball if he wouldn't have gotten tripped up, right? Because
And who
if
has
he tries to
super
control it, he loses it right there. If the Portland player stays on his feet and Efra tries to control that, he loses the ball right there in a dangerous position. So what does he do? My man's coming at full speed. I'm coming at full speed. I'm gonna get the first. I'm gonna try to bounce it off him, no matter which way I'm looking. because it's gonna go out.
That's interesting.
The way he blasted the ball, it was going out. It wasn't going towards the fucking.
Ooh,
It
I don't know
wasn't
if I
going
agree with
towards
that.
the corner.
I don't think it was going out.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know whether it was take
Wait,
on or not.
what
That's
was
an
going
interesting
out?
take. The ball.
Well, what Masa says is fair too.
No, the ball was going towards
No,
the
no,
middle.
no.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
when
right.
he kicked,
Masa
No,
saying the ball was going
it was
out.
going at an angle.
No.
It was going back
No,
at an
bro, the
angle.
ball was going.
Massa was going towards the middle because Efra was facing our goal to the behind, so the ball was going this way. He was facing the out.
Right, and that's what bugs me. If it would have
Yeah.
been that, listen, if you're gonna try to hit the player, you're gonna try to hit the player with the intention still of trying to kick the ball out.
But you play until the whistle.
Dog,
And
I'm just saying that you
sadly,
blast
the whistle didn't
he
come
tried to
quick
blast
enough.
the ball
Right.
off the player, and it's not his fault that fool fucking got tripped up, and it so happened that it hit him in the back of the head. That was bullshit.
The biggest thing to me is what
interesting.
George says. Though. The biggest thing is what George says to me. You always play to the whistle. That, what millisecond maybe? I mean, I thought that was not fair in that sense.
You can't judge a player
But-
off of especially listen. You're a referee. You look at the player. Has this player done anything in this game to cause anything to provoke anything? If it was Zlatan, give him the red straight up. I wouldn't be mad at it. Honestly, I think we'd be talking a different story if Zlatan would have done that. We'd be like, all right, cool. Efra, nah.
So here's the thing, right? And actually, I didn't think about it the way Maza thinks, and I think it's an interesting take on it. The way I saw it, the way I interpreted it when I first saw it, and when I saw it again tonight, is I thought he was kicking the ball after the whistle, just in frustration, and it so happened to hit him in the head, right? So I figured yellow card for sure because kicking the ball after the play, after the whistle, right? And then because of the violence and where it hit him, that's
Yeah,
what
red.
made him. That's what made him call a red, right? I don't believe it was a red. I thought it was gonna be a yellow for sure because I thought he could kick the ball after. Like initially when I first saw it, I thought he was gonna kick the ball. He was kicking the ball for frustration, which is a yellow card. And then because it hit him in the head the way it did, it looks like a red card. But you know what? I'm not. I think what Masa's saying is not. He's not reaching. I mean, I can see that.
I mean, it makes
I can
sense.
see-
Like,
I can see
again,
that 100%.
It was honestly, it was so close. We don't know what he was thinking.
Mhm.
But at this point, it's just speculation of what that was. Masa has his theory. I get it, but George's also right, and he played to the whistle.
Mhm.
But if someone else says, "Hey, you know what is malicious?" Because listen, you're still either way, you're still planning on hitting him, according to Masa's thing, with the ball.
Well, yeah,
But-
'cause you're
but
trying to
that's not
bounce
foul,
off the
though.
ball. Think
That's
of
not
it
Right?
foul.
like
I'm not
basketball.
saying it's a foul. Again,
No, but I'm saying think of it like basketball.
I'm not saying. Listen, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's like I know where you're going with the basketball. And like you're going out of bounds, hit it off of the player. I get it.
No matter
I'm
where
just
you hit
saying-
him off, dog. You hit him off his
I'm-
face, whatever. You hit it off of him, and you try to get the ball back in your possession.
But it didn't happen that way,
So
right?
it's not. It's
It
not.
didn't
a
happen that way
red.
though. But it didn't happen that way though, right? So
Yeah.
Oh, because a foul.
Listen,
was
and
called
then
like
and
a
then
second before.
and then optics are a big thing on this one, right?
mm-hmm.
Because of the pace in which he hits it, because where it hits him, and because what George said, like it was a game that had a lot of eyeballs on it because of the game prior to this.
Yeah, for sure.
The ref made a call based on all that. You know what I mean? It's iffy though, man, because it's Efra too, and you know what I mean. Like I don't know. Word is that GBS and FO are gonna try to fight the red card.
They should.
I don't know. I don't know what the outcome of it is.
Well,
But to
since
be
we're on
honest,
that
though,
topic, though,
Listen. If they win it or not, I think that's a big morale booster for the young man, knowing that his coach is behind them.
back in my
not just that, the team. Like you saw some of the Portland players are trying to go after. Listen, I get it's still a game and you're playing with men,
Zlatan was in there.
right?
That-
You know,
that's
you're
what I-
16,
that's what I
17
said.
years old. He's still a kid, you know. And then you have the big boys coming to like it. That's moments, you know, like
Hey,
like things that
specific-
have to click immediately. Like like if you're Zlatan or if you're whoever was still in the field, like yo, we got to go take care of our little kid. You know that gets to me. Like that's the type of shit that gets the team together, regardless of the stupid ass result. That's the type of shit that I want to see from my team.
Hey, Angel,
You're gonna
Hey,
get-
you know,
Angel.
Angel, you know who specifically your bitch ass boy Sebastian Blanco went after Efra, dog. Fuck that fool.
You're right,
I never want to
you're
hear
right
you
as
talk
fuck.
about that motherfucker.
and
Hey,
fuck
Joe.
him because he doesn't play for San Lorenzo. So you're right. Fuck him.
Angel, do you think that we could write a letter to MLS, ACB?
Yeah, actually, Rudy, can you get a letterhead for
nope.
us, please?
I appreciate that.
That ain't
I'll
happening.
use my
Fuck outta
Nazi
here.
grammatical skills and I'll type something up.
Nope, that ain't happening.
Mhm.
All right,
Appreciate
so
that.
listen.
You're welcome.
The red card to Efra, I don't think really hurts us, all right? Because if Efra doesn't play in Atlanta, Efra doesn't play in Atlanta.
Listen,
But that wasn't the
players
only
that
red
are
card.
happy- Yeah.
That wasn't the only red card, and the one
That
red
was
card.
the only red card.
No,
No,
Yes,
two.
it was.
No, it wasn't.
One. No, it
Diego
was two.
Polenta got one
After
Diego
the game.
Polenta
after the
got
game.
after the
yeah,
game.
yeah.
And that one, listen, I could even do Zlatan, right? Zlatan, we played without him last year in turf, so I could even do it without Zlatan. But Polenta, listen with our up and down season, we're -3. A big part of us being a -3, only a -3, is because we've had a solid back line for most of the games, right?
Dog, but what gets into tell you, but Shelvick has not been a bad left back.
I think he has. I listen. I seen him. Listen,
No.
when he played against Cholos,
Who is
man,
he playing? Who is he playing with? That's not fair.
No,
That's like
listen.
putting Zlatan as
Nope.
forward against his
No.
against not his peers.
No. Listen, and if it was just
And I'm gonna lose
miscommunication,
this fight because everyone talks shit about Shelvick.
no.
And I'm gonna lose this.
Listen me out. Listen me out. Right? If it was just on mistakes he was making one-on-ones, or if it was miscommunication, I could let that one go. But what I saw a lot from him against Cholos was not realizing who's behind him, not knowing who his man is, right? And we
Can I
got
ask you a question?
Go for it.
What was the last bad game that Shelvick had?
He hasn't been playing for a while.
Okay, no. Well, tell me
it-
the last bad game that he's had.
Well,
Because I can
Cholos.
tell you, it was the first two. No, it was the
Cholos,
first two
to
games
me?
of the season when he
Yeah.
played against Vancouver.
I'm gonna have to back up George here, dog. Because up until the point before the Cholos game, you've been saying Shovic's been okay left back, and now because he played bad against Cholos one game,
Yeah, no.
now you want to switch it up.
That was his first game back in how long? We haven't really seen him on the field. And
Why
yeah,
not?
I
Why
And
not?
the
Why
last
not?
time
Why
that
not?
we
Why
saw
haven't
him
we seen him?
bad
Why
was
haven't
in a
we seen
game
him?
that we said that he had bad footing.
Why hasn't he been playing?
He's
Well,
been
when
hurt.
he got hurt, and then he
Yeah.
came back.
Listen, even before he was hurt, like
you already lost your starting spot.
But listen, we've
Polenta.
always complained that GBS had a problem with his center backs. If he found that problem while his left back was hurt, I'd go with that. I'd go with that five. I'd go with that four. Shelvick
And
has
you-
not been bad. It's just
and you
that
know what?
he had an escape of not to bench either Pipo or Polenta because he wasn't going to bench Steres.
But he was even before people was really integrated with the team. He was losing some of his minutes to Traore.
One game that
Nah,
he
fuck
played bad.
that. Nah, hell no. There was only 2 games he lost to Traore. The first one where Traore actually looked good, then the second one he was absolute shit, and then that was it
Yeah.
for Traore. And we have
Yeah,
not seen
no.
Traore since.
Yeah.
Shelvick has played a lot more games,
Mhm.
a lot more games, and it has
Listen,
been better.
And
than
I
Traore.
never agree with that.
I never said he lost his position to Traore. That's not what I said. I said he was splitting time with Traore.
I
That's
just
what I
asked
said,
you
right?
what game did he have bad prior to the Cholos game?
Well, listen, the Cholos game. Listen, so he I'll say it like this,
But
right?
who
I'll
was
say it
his
like this.
peers?
But I'm not like I'm saying I already explained to you what I mean by the Cholos. And 2, we haven't seen him, right? So he's not coming in with rhythm.
Uh-huh.
Point is, I think we're gonna have to see him against Atlanta.
Well, maybe,
Right.
but
I'm
we'll find
confident.
out. We'll find out. We'll see if it's true because you could either play Romney or Shelvick back there at
I don't
left
think
back.
Romney's playing.
I
We'll
don't know.
see.
We'll see, and we'll talk about this
talk
on
about
Wednesday on the tailgate. But we lost Polenta, which was weird because I didn't even see what happened. I know there was like a push right before the game ended, and then camera panned out, and then we afterwards heard that Polenta got a red card.
Someone said that Polenta rocked some food. I don't know how accurate that is, but there's no video, so it should allegedly happen. But I don't know how real that
Can't
is.
confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
But now we're gonna go into Atlanta with a depleted team, and I think to me like the loss of Polenta is the biggest loss out of all 3 of them that we lost against Portland. But we'll see on this Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, just so you guys know, I know Maryland's making the trip up to Atlanta. In case any of you guys thirsty asses heading to Atlanta. Just saying, you know.
Atlanta?
Nelson,
That's
hey Nelson, Maryland
Catch
is
that.
going to Atlanta.
Start driving right now, though. You'll be there.
I think my cousin Emily's going. I think Lisa's going with them too. I think.
All right.
I don't know.
Are you going?
Nope.
So here it is. Do we have a fool of the week?
Yeah.
Angel's stupid ass for not going
Yeah,
to
my
that
dumb
stupid
ass.
game.
Angel for going to Portland and not going
I
to
was
game.
smart. Took a big ass L. If anything, I'm the smartest one right now. I took a W.
If anything, I've been to Portland. Dog, our God rest his soul. But he goes to away games. He has a negative 31. Negative 31. He's not smart. Let that man go. You travel to these games, win or lose. You're not smart for not missing a game.
That's true, man.
If
Well,
anything, you're the fool of the week.
I'm taking Matt L's on the road too, so you're right.
Yeah, you're a
But
fool of the week.
in the game though, in the game of our
Explain.
players,
I didn't get the 31 reference, but yeah, I am.
Oh no, no. So every time that he goes, he has a negative
Angel's cat.
31, meaning that they've scored 31 goals on the Galaxy in the games that he's been.
Who?
Art.
All right.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right. Full of the week. If I have to pick one, have to pick one.
Angel's cat.
Fuck.
Like cat.
I don't think I give it to anybody.
Yeah, dog. It's
I
hard.
do.
Like, listen. From a 4-0 loss, I can't pick anyone to get full of the week.
Who are you giving it to, Maza?
I give it to Stairs.
For getting done?
Yeah.
Nah, not for getting done, but just because
He's had a
I
bad
feel
game.
like out of the two, yeah, he had a bad game, but out of the first two goals, I think you could put those on Stairs. Both of those two.
I think the second one more than anything, but I'm cool with that.
Oh, I mean, the second
if
one,
we're gonna-
the second one, dog, 1v1 against a DP player. Most of the time, you're gonna get done up like that.
All right,
So I give him a pass.
But-
But I mean, Stairs, dog. Like,
and well, Stairs
He
like
finally had a bad
for the
game.
first, for the first time in
yeah,
2019,
he finally had a bad
2018.
game, and that's all I'm gonna say.
That's fine.
He's for the week, not for the year. So for the week, that's Daniel Stairs
Stairs.
this week for me.
For sure.
I'll say
I'm
with
gonna say it's Carrick.
Hi, Carrick was in the game.
Mm.
Half standing. I
was
seen
in
him
the
in a
game.
video at the end. He was half standing.
Yeah.
Listen,
fully said half standing.
Carrick has 9 lives. He fell over the rail to the
Oh, I
side.
heard about that. He texted me that today,
lot-
and I was like, "What the fuck are you texting me?"
Carrick
People
was
swore he
like-
was about to die. People swore he was about to die, but
Apparently-
apparently he landed on his 2 feet somehow. So he's
Yeah.
going.
Hold
he's
on.
got-
Over
he's
the
got
rail
Carrick.
to the right hand side, or
No, to the
Not
left.
not
Okay,
to the right
okay,
where you
okay,
can
okay,
actually
cool.
fully die, but
Well, he
to
died.
the other side where you could partly die.
Oh, he's fine.
Well, supposedly he was for like not. He was several rows up where it could have been pretty bad, and he landed on his 2 feet somehow.
He's fine.
This is what I heard. So I don't know.
Fucking Carrick, dog.
Word is he's el gato Carrick now.
Hey,
Dude
that
flips off the
motherfucker's
stands?
legendary away days, dog.
El gato Carrick, dog. I'm
That's
saying
right.
gato Carrick.
Shout
That's
out
tight as fuck.
if y'all know who Carrick is, give my boy a hug. This is his first time season ticket member. He's been traveling everywhere, and that fool's legit a fucking away days legend, dog.
Yeah.
Forever.
In such a short time.
He's like he fell
Yeah,
over.
short time.
He fell over the rail and flipped and landed on his feet. That's fucking tight.
Yeah, there you go. Dog.
That's fucking
El Gato
tight.
Carrick.
That's
El Gato
fucking
Carrick.
tight. All right, boys. Any final thoughts on Portland before we move into straight from the fans?
I'm still gonna be back next year.
Yeah, I love Portland, man. I want to go back to
Portland.
Portland.
Love
winning
Portland.
MLS Cup.
Portland is dope.
Portland's
All right,
winning MLS.
when other
Fuck
areas,
Portland.
Portland is dope. Portland has a thing against Angel, but I like
Nah,
Portland.
Portland's
is good.
amazing. Nah,
like
Portland's
that.
amazing.
Yeah, we realized that it definitely I hadn't thought of, but yeah, Portland.
It's my it's my favorite away trip because you definitely feel out of LA. It's not a far flight. It's a 2-hour flight, and
Good
everyone's
food,
nice.
good drink, good weed.
Good, really good food.
So I'll fucks with it. All right, boys. George, did we get any questions today? We did?
We got 'em.
All right. Let's get into straight from the fans then.
You know what I mean? We're still fucking up big, bro. I think the scores are gonna be 2-0 Galaxy.
I mean, we did better than I expected.
Fuck San Jose.
Fuck Levels FC. Fucking G's are gonna be coming on top, right?
Waiting for everyone.
How come they didn't back you up like that?
All right, boys. Let's get into some questions.
Oh, I encouraged it actually. You know what Alex Merced did? Like straight up shout out to story. We'll get to story time.
All right,
Nah,
mind.
no
close
story
out.
time. Nah. You
Close
got
it
like
off
2
with that.
minutes for story time.
All right, I'll start. No, it'd be quick. Just a little quick story
All
on
right.
me and Alex.
Miguel J331 says, "Why do you think our team is so inconsistent?" I wish I could tell you. Everyone's been saying it. Listen, if you think that's inconsistent, imagine fucking having a podcast every Monday and Wednesday talking about this team. My man.
Yeah. No, but you know what? To the only thing I'll say the only thing I'll add to that is that this game was different. We took a fat L, but this game was different because they fought.
Yeah.
They fought
Yeah.
for it. So
And we only get fucked because we had to look for result. Don't forget
Alright.
that. I hate that people are like, oh, well, we got
Yeah.
well, technically we did, but
This,
only because we went
this
to
is
look for
one of the things
result.
that scoreline doesn't say it all.
How many times have we seen a
All right,
bullshit
Carlos
ass
R91. What happened? My bad.
Nah, go for it. This is why I don't talk on this pod.
You okay?
No, I'm just saying. It's
go,
fact.
man,
Hey,
go.
Are you drinking? Are you okay?
I'm drinking
Alright.
coffee.
Carlos R. and yeah, White Claw. Uh huh. What will affect us more versus ATO? No polenta or no slatan? I think no polenta.
Yep. I mean, I said that. I said that as much a couple minutes ago. Polenta not there is gonna hurt us.
I'm gonna say no Zlatan.
Yeah, I agree.
Zlatan, I still think Zlatan would have thought that that was a bigger game, and he likes to show for the big games.
Does that show up for the All-Star game though? So it's all good.
Right?
See, that's why I'm okay with that yellow though. He's gonna have to
Yeah.
play All Star and he's gonna take a big ass break. And it's all good. Then he goes back to grass at DC.
Yep.
So straight,
All right.
straight.
Edwin 08 Bryant says, "What emotions do supporters/fans get after traveling to a game like Saturdays?" Can I get it? This is
Yeah,
Absolutely, yeah,
Edwin.
go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
We've been.
I've traveled plenty of times to see this team, and honestly, I could count on my. I've traveled numerous amount of times, flew out, and I could count maybe on this hand how many times this team won. I never regret anything. Never regret anything because you're there for the experience, the people that you meet, and to support this team, win, lose, or draw.
I'm gonna add to this because
And then I'll add to that after that.
I'll add to this. So I've been traveling, and honestly, when we take a L at away games
It's crazy.
in the stands, it's usually the best, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a winning feeling, even though you just got you got done. Like a good example this year, Dallas.
Mhm.
I could honestly say the stands at
I got
Dallas on that
lit.
2-0 loss was way better than when I went to see the Galaxy beat Chicago in Chicago last year.
Well, that's because it's fucking like negative 30
Oh,
degrees.
it's
So
almost-
different,
yeah.
different.
Oh, but the only place that I recommend you not travel because we're gonna take a L is Salt Lake, and that shit
I
is
fucking
not
hate
popping
Salt
over
Lake.
there. Like no matter
Ooh.
what,
That's not
like,
true.
I don't know. For
I
me,
hate Salt Lake.
Oh wait, what
Angel,
type
you're
of
trying to sell this?
Bills? Because the first time we went, I think we won like 3-1 or 4-1. This is the time the
No,
shame.
but I'm saying when we lose, though.
Oh, okay.
well, when we lose, and for some reason in Salt Lake it never pops. Like
No.
the stands don't pop when we lose in Salt Lake.
You're right. Even if we win, apparently it's still there's some other.
Fuck Salt Lake.
It's because of the
Fuck Salt Lake.
fucking alcohol percentage out there.
All right, Angel,
Well,
you
and-
want to add to
yeah, I
that?
was gonna add, don't ever make it about what happened in the last game. You know, just
Yeah.
do it about all right. You know what? It's my team. I'm gonna support them either way. Because George is right. We together, all of us, we've been to so many games. But look, I was at San Jose when we came back and we beat them out there 3-1 for playoffs. You know, I was only me and like 3 other guys because everyone thought we were done already.
Oh,
You know, and-
Sid.
Yeah, playoffs. You know, for playoffs, so it was at 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then in 2014, when we went out there and Juninho scored the go ahead with the away, we were down 2-0. Everyone thought that Seattle was gonna run away with it. You know, it was the Western
Ah.
Conference, and then Juninho boom with that banger. You know, from outside the box,
Yeah.
nuts, crazy. Like, you know, it's you know. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it to the time that Mike McGee had his crazy ass game to against San Jose, and he played goalie and all that shit that happened that game. A lot of the people in this chat were there. Things like that happen, man. Happen.
man.
These are stories that just because we got our asses beat up here. Listen, I'm sure people have their stories. I don't, because I passed out the whole night. Like last night, I was dead. But it's something about each game. But forget about what happens outside. But in the stands, you never know what's gonna happen in this game.
The people you're with.
I'm sure I'm forgetting things too. You know, I mean, we could talk about
Shit,
getting our asses
apparently I almost broke Bruce's leg. I don't remember that at all.
Because you were fucked. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm gonna end it by saying away days are the best days. I love
Nothing like
I love going to a tailgate, but man, away days, I love away days, man.
This is accurate, dog. It's
Alright.
like once you come back from your away day, you get that
Wanna-
itch and you want to go
wanna go
again.
back
You,
and-
you could always say, "Fuck this
I'm
place."
never going back.
It's like this fuck.
All right. We got It's White Mike. Angel, this might be catered to you. Rudy, too. When is the ACB jersey going to be released?
Oh, I'm already working on it with Retos y Rarezas. We're supposed to be check up with them later this week.
Perfect. XX Bella asked if Derek's okay from the backflip stands from the tunnel.
Yeah,
That's you?
I could confirm. I've talked to him today. He
He's
said he
fine.
was fine.
yeah.
All
He has
right.
You
no
don't
knee
even
damage.
remember. You don't remember he flipped.
He doesn't. He
Hell
found out
yeah.
today. I think today in the group chat.
All right. E Valen has a really, really good question. Who do you think will be the second leading scorer next to Ibra at the end of the season? Currently, it's still Daniel Stairs.
I'm
Oh fuck.
gonna put my money where my mouth's been, and I'm gonna say Fabio Alvarez.
I back up myself on that. I double down.
It's gonna be
Romana
Alessandrini.
Santini. Yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
my
my
dude.
boy right there, Rudy. You
Yeah,
my
see?
dog. You my
I fucks
dog.
with you.
You
I
my
fucks
dog.
with you.
Oh,
Yep.
oh, oh.
Yep. That guy right there, man. That guy right
Trini,
there, he
bro.
gets it. Trini's gonna be
All right. Eric Bermudez asked Pavon, yes, no, maybe so. I think we touched on it. Honestly, we just want this shit to happen. If it happens, let us know. If not, let's turn the page. I don't know how you guys feel.
I'm still stuck on it.
What was the
All
question?
right. Eddie Nag said Pavon Saji confirmed.
Is that a question or a statement?
Save me, man.
That was a statement because he did the stupid arms thing.
It's not stupid, right?
Romo, let me answer this, y'all. Romo asked, "Am I stronger than Angel?" Romo, I'm gonna answer you because we have a poll to let you know that. MOG Cheesy 121. What up, Cheesy? I ask you already know who's fool of the week. We answered it already. I picked Angel. Everyone else picked. Who do you guys pick?
I didn't pick
Someone
anybody.
said Art.
I said stairs.
Stairs.
And
All right.
I'll take the L for that one too. I'll take this week. That's okay.
Galaxy Fanatic says, "Who is the Galaxy going to get if Pavon doesn't happen?" Angel, let him know.
Quaresma. Fuck
Bitch,
it.
you've been loud on
Yeah,
Twitter. Now
yeah.
you want to say, What the fuck? I hyped you up for it.
Yeah, I
Say
thought he
it.
was gonna come through with it too.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna hit. Come on. Angel, never mind.
Don't remember,
Hey,
dog. If we got brain
Quaresma,
damage.
Quaresma
the
and
weekend.
Benafra. There it is.
Yeah, I have brain damage right now, so chill.
All right. That's you deserve that.
I do though.
All right. Sergio says, should LA Galaxy reach out to Terrence Boyd? Has
Oh,
recently
no.
parted ways with
No.
TFC.
Nah.
No.
Nope.
Rudy?
Never been a fan of Terran Boyd.
Listen,
I'm gonna try to play with no striker, dog.
I don't know.
Rudy?
I think he'd be better than Subak. So
Oh,
I'd rather take my chances with Antuna up top.
Mm-hmm.
I would like
that's true too, though.
to me, it really depend on how much he would need to play for the team.
All right.
So I would go for it.
Alchemist. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No. I said I would go for it. That's it.
All right, cool. The Alchemist has two questions. You guys think Alessandrini will be the answer to our prayers? Let me answer this because I shit
Come
on this
Well,
motherfucker.
you guys already know. You guys already know.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'm
George.
excited to see this man come back and play. And at the beginning of the season, how many games did you get Rudy to like settle in?
I said 5.
5, right?
Mm-hmm.
So by the time he comes in, he's gonna have maybe 3 games left in the season, 4 games.
Yeah, it depends when it comes back in. We have 8 games left.
So it's hard to give him 1 game to settle back in because you're coming back from an injury that's really, really, really hard. If you make an impact more than the man that's behind you, Araujo, I'll give you 1 game to make more of an impact. That's it.
Ooh. Hey,
That's it.
hey.
And he's going up against Araujo.
Straight up. Maryland just told Nelson to slide into DMs and he said he's on his way.
What the
Hey.
fuck?
Oh shit! Damn.
Listen, Eddie had this idea about doing this like Tinder for Galaxy fans or whatever. So I don't know. We might be
I
onto
said-
something here.
Hey,
Oh,
if
never
you
mind.
guys
I can
fall
say
in
it.
love,
Yeah,
hey,
boy,
hold
yeah.
on. If you guys fall in love, maybe down the line have a little cosita. Name him after one of us or just name straight from the stands. What's Nelson's last name? Ari. Ariasa? Straight from the stands, Ariasa. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And last question from the Alchemist. Realistically, will we make playoffs? And if so, what seed? I think we stay where we're at throughout playoffs.
Yeah, I think we finished third. That's
Third, okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
So I think I don't know about third, but I think top 4. Top 4.
I'm gonna say that our team's gonna turn some shit around, and we're gonna find some consistency towards the last few games once we get everyone back. Even without Alessandrini, just everyone else minus him, and him coming back is gonna be like having a brand new player. Zlatan's not gonna have no more yellows, and I think they're gonna figure some shit out. Because you guys said this, the team actually didn't play terribly, and coming from a back-to-back game, at least we wanted something from this team. After the good game against LAFC, apparently you guys said that minus the result, the team actually didn't look bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you can keep it going with the slate of games we're gonna have, we're not gonna lose all these games coming up. We're gonna win some. And as a matter of fact, now I'm starting to feel that we might win a lot more than I had felt before the LAFC game. So I think we're probably gonna end up and I said we're gonna end up in second.
Yep.
I'm
All
cool
right.
with that.
We're going on to Twitter. Chris Seller says, only story I have of Livid AF 96 in Portland is Garrett at Alphabet 1919 and him beat Rudy's cousin. I think he needs Rudy's brother. And I in shuffleboard, even though Garrett tried knocking his puck off in the last turn. LOL.
Yeah, that was before I died. So I remember all that. So actually, we'll get to it later if we do. But point is, Jeremy and I showed up really early, like an hour and a half early to the pregame spot. When we started telling it. But point is, Chris Ella was already there, and I said, "Yo, what's up?" And we hung out and we got a couple games shuffleboard going, and we won best out of 5, I think.
Nice.
Damn, 5. That was long. All right. Madam Serrano says, anyone got 2017, 2018 AC members scarves for sale? Hit me up.
Yep. He tweeted it and we retweeted it. So.
All right. Hey, someone hook up Madam Serrano. Hey, Madam Serrano, hit us up on the DMs. If anyone's hit us up, we'll put you in the right direction. AI Lopez says, a lot of crazy rumors about Pavon. Recently, the latest is 18 million, 20%, and we're also keeping our Sandini. Basically, what we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how do you guys feel about Zlatan purposely getting a yellow card and missing ATL? We also talked about it. I'm cool with it. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
I'm super cool with it.
All right. Samoa Bob, Andrew, large news. Large news.
This is large news.
What is Angel drinking during the podcast?
Oh.
And then Gason says, how much is Angel drinking during the podcast? Angel, show him what you're drinking.
I already finished it, but it was well, you guys should know this. This is clockwork for me. Monday through Friday, I'm on my shit, protein and all that shit. So all the people that were wondering when is Angel gonna drink next, shit, you guys fucked up. It's not gonna be until like 7 days.
All right. Rudy, do you mind if I
Good, buddy.
hijack this for a second?
Go for it.
All right. So at the beginning of the podcast, I don't know if some of you guys weren't here. It was Angel and I were having a conversation, and I told him that I miss Angel. I know Angel is really drunk, especially now. Fit Angel is a new Angel, so when he flexes, it means he's drunk. He didn't believe me. I saw a picture, and he's like, "Oh, I didn't flex." So we put out a poll, straight from the stands. Galaxy family answered. Out of 38 people, 31 people agreed that you were flexing. So,
yes, because they weren't watching the live.
with that being said, and listen, I won't lie about this. I'm putting this up to the camera. 31 people said that you were flexing. 7 people said that you weren't. So, next time I see you, I will be giving you a gin shot.
Hey, Angel, you earned it, baby.
Yes.
And you know what? I ain't even mad about it. That's fine.
You earned it, baby.
Listen. It's
You
not
earned
a bad
it.
shot at all. Listen, you deserve the body that you made because it's hard work.
You earned it, baby. You
Yeah.
earned it. You earned
But
it.
tone it down for a picture. Like we know, we see it. You ain't gotta lose breath over it, my
we'll take
man.
a shot in honor of Samoa Bob for asking his question of how much
Hey,
I'm gonna
Samoa
drink.
Bob, there you go.
If it had-
Now you know what he's
if
drinking.
you come and see me before that poll, I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. I saw there was a poll that Eddie put out of how soon do I start drinking again.
I legit
Oh,
put
yeah.
1 through 3
I'm
days.
going. Hey, I'm going to your house tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow.
There you go.
Well,
That's right.
you guys want to hear some real bullshit right quick?
Go for it.
Let us know.
Our company closed 2 deals today. Our technology team.
Oh yeah. That's gonna be
Yeah.
good for you then.
We already took 2 shots earlier today.
I was right.
I had 2 shots of whiskey earlier today. Listen, it was none of my deals, but we celebrate as a team. We win as a team, and we celebrate as a team. So
There you go, Papa.
we took 2 shots of whiskey, and all right, listen.
I was right.
And it's funny because I was only an hour or 2 after that poll, and I was like, "Fuck that shit."
No, you should have put. No, you're a piece of shit. You should have thought about us and put on the shape from the sands thing.
You should have. Get your
No, I
shit done.
don't get my
Oh,
work shit
all
involved
right.
with that. But
Bitch, you just put it on here.
A little
all
side note,
right,
right?
fine,
A
fine.
little side note. So on Saturday morning, I hit up Angel and I'm like, "Yo, I'm like, papi, if you're sober enough, get some
Oh my
story."
god.
I was like, "Get some
Hey, hold on,
stories
hold
for
on.
the."
Us and fucking a waitress when it comes to any type of content.
Never.
We
No,
My
can't,
bad,
we
y'all.
can't get it
never.
together. I hit him up and I was like, "Yo, if you're sober enough, get some stories for the IG, right? For the strip for stands, the G." He's like, "Got you, papi." See a damn thing. Ah. Away
Dog.
days. I
Hey,
love them.
really
Away
quick,
days, baby.
quick shout out before I forget. Yesterday it was Julisa's birthday, so happy birthday to
Hey,
Julisa.
Julissa,
Happy
happy
birthday.
birthday. She
Mm-hmm.
always tunes in, always sends
Yep.
us questions.
Sapo verde
Shout
to
out,
you.
Julissa.
If you have
Uh,
cake and it's chocolate, invite me over, please.
we got any more
But
questions,
only in the
George?
weekends.
We got any more questions? Are we done?
Nope, that was it.
All right, yo, thank you
Ooh.
again for sending your questions in, giving us the content. We love you. We'll be back on Wednesday for the tailgate show to preview Atlanta. And we'll be covering ACB plugs at that point, right, Angel? We got nothing for today?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah, no, we just wait for it because we're gonna have viewing parties, info, and everything else gonna be out Wednesday. And we are gonna record Wednesday night, right?
Yep, Wednesday night.
Uh-huh.
So,
Yeah, so
so
we'll have everything out. But
we'll
expect
have
the
it
viewing party stuff and everything to be out on then.
for sure. All right, and with that being said, this is another episode of
So
Straight from.
hold on, it's also our boy Nelson's birthday, Maryland's future ex baby daddy.
Nelson. Hey,
Ajá, Nelson,
Nelson.
Nelson.
Hey,
Ajá, el papá de la Marixa. Aquí le van
papacito
a poner la
loco.
Marixa, de la niña Marixa.
Oh my god,
Socorro.
you
So
idiots.
yeah, story time. Do you
Hell
guys
yeah.
want to save and we just leave it for
Nah,
like?
nah, nah, nah.
All
These
right.
Can you
guys
keep
want
it
it.
to a
These guys want
minimum?
it.
Keep it
These
to a
guys want it.
minimum.
All right. So I'm gonna tell you guys my story time the way I remember it.
All right, come on.
It's gonna be
The way I
short.
remember it.
It's gonna be short.
Sure. Yeah. Obviously, all right. So for those that weren't here early enough to catch what happened, so obviously, if you guys follow me on Instagram, we left early from LA. Basically, at some point, we stopped by to get some drinks. You know, we stopped by to get lunch. We started drinking then. Then on the way up, we kept drinking. Right. We get to Vegas. We get to my dad's house. By the way, for the record, we had a designated driver, so that's shout out to Jeremy, top notch, top notch. But we get to my dad's. We say, yo, dad, can you drop us off? Say, cool. Leave the car right there. He drops us off in Vegas. We gamble for a few hours. We drink. We start getting pretty fucking lit. So I hit up my dad. Okay, cool. We're ready to get to the airport. We get to the airport early enough where we still have like two, three beers. We get into Spirit. People bitch so much about Spirit, but Spirit is top
Top
notch.
notch. Yo.
They have a $30 what do they call it? The $30 party pack, right?
Mhm.
And it's like shots. Well, it depends on what you want, but I got shots. I got rum. I don't know how many times they. I don't know if Jesse's on or if or Jeremy's on. The attendants came by at least 3 times. The third time they told us that we didn't chill, we were gonna get arrested. So yeah.
Ah, fuck that.
So
Love
listen,
Spirit.
we heard that something briefly clicked, and we're like, oh, briefly we sobered up, but we still kind of kept drinking. So it was like, but it was like, so we made it out of the plane. No one got arrested. We're good. We get our Uber. We get straight to the hotel. We check in, and we hit up some of the people like, yo, where you guys at? They were at this bar, so we just rolled up to this bar, kept drinking, not stop. Granted, we had left the house here. Well, I left here around 10:30 in the morning that night. We get there, obviously, we keep partying with everyone. Then, we go back to our room and we don't stop drinking. Jeremy and I did not sleep at all. We took a cold ass shower. Well, I took a cold ass shower. Then we made our way. We met up with some of the other people, with like Evelyn, her brother, and a few others. Oh, the picture I'm flexing. All of us, we met up to have to have our breakfast or whatever you want to call it. Then we went to a brewery. I had one beer and I told Jeremy, yo, straight up, I need to sleep. Like I need to sleep. We've been awake for over 24 hours. Like legit, not a single nap for over 24 hours. I need to take a nap. So I said, fuck it, I'll back you up. Let's go back to the room.
Nope.
Oh, and I fucked up too because I had also bought a blunt. Now I got some sativa, so it wasn't like my body. I was cool. But then walking back, I'm like, yo, I really gotta take a nap. Get back to the room. I tell him I'm gonna take a cold ass shower really quick so I can, I'm not musty or anything like that. I'm good to go for sure. Take that cold ass shower, get out. Said, yo, I'm not sleepy anymore. Let's dip. We changed, and that's why we got to the pregame bar an hour and a half early.
Jesus Christ.
I leave my card there. I said, listen, I know the front office is gonna come through. And we're gonna have free drinks later. So, but I said, so what's a big deal? And I'll spend a few bucks myself. Give him my card. I start drinking. Obviously, as I mentioned, Chris Eller was already there. I know there was a couple other people there too that I don't remember. Eventually, I mean, listen, I saw a lot of people, right? Chris Tucker was there. Shout out to him. I talked to him apparently for about 15 minutes with him and his missus. I remember him, give him a hug and give him love, but I do not remember a single thing about our conversation. But point is, a whole bunch of people, right? They rolled through. Everybody eventually rolled through. That entire time, I was sitting down with Jeremy for a little bit before everyone started coming in. I started falling asleep on the chair.
Is that the video we saw today?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's the one you guys saw today. Like, and that's before it got really packed, right? But at that point, I think Alex and Jonathan were already there, so the free drinks already started rolling in, and I'm just kind of knocking out. And Jeremy's like, "Yo, just do what I did. I went to get an energy drink, woke me the fuck up." I said, "All right, cool, let's go." I don't remember who came at that moment when we were gonna get up. That was it. Like, we didn't go nowhere. We just, oh, what's up? We all got hyped, right? Type of shit. Back at the bar, drinking. Obviously, I mentioned Alex Merced. I saw a whole bunch of people there. Like Chris Thomas was there, and a whole bunch of people, right? That I was talking to and just catching up. Shit, how are you guys? I miss you guys. Apparently, I was being extra happy, but then out of nowhere, I got sloppy as fuck, like super sloppy, and I was falling all over the place, but still happy. Still happy though. Still happy. Always happy. But then at some point, well, don't worry, that's fireworks this time. At some point, Alex and I don't even know who or was there, but someone's proof, and whoever, if someone's still there, it's proof. Alex and I made a bet. If the Galaxy won, after the game, we were both gonna get matching tattoos.
Oh,
On our right side. Yeah. Alex said, "Fuck it," and then we took this video together, a picture together where we're loving each other. If you guys follow Evie, I'm sure you guys saw it.
Yeah.
If you look into my eyes, dead.
Nothing there again.
Darkness. Nothing. Like there's nothing there. And that's how I was really messed up at that point, because I told him, all right, fuck it, I'm down. So if the Galaxy would have won, Alex Merced from our front office and myself would have matching tattoos, Galaxy tattoos on our right thigh. This team took a big ass L, right? Anyways, somehow we take off, we do our march. I'm backing up Glenn with the drum. On our walk over, I'm walking backwards and I trip somehow. I trip with the drum on me, and then shout out to everyone that picked me up. Right, we still get to the like when we're gonna come in into the side entrance of Providence Park, and security guards come up to me, and Alex was there too. It's like, hey, we can't let him in. People said they saw him falling and stumbling. Like, listen, yes, I was really fucked up, but I never stumbled. Like I tripped over something.
Yeah.
So they were like, he can't come in. He's too intoxicated. And granted, a lot of these things I don't remember bits and pieces. I do, so everything makes sense to me now. I'm sure there's things that I'm missing and all this, but
there's gaps.
I remember. Yeah, but when they said he's not coming in, I reacted. Oh shit! What I do? What I do? And they were like, "Listen, it's not." And they're so nice about that shit. Like, look, we're not trying to be mean. Like, it's just you're really drunk, and we just want for everyone's safety, and we also make sure nothing happens to you. They, all this bunch of stuff, right? Alex is like, listen, what can we figure out? Is there anything we do? And I told Alex, yo, bro, they're being chill. Listen, I'm still good enough where it's a point where I can walk to the restaurant here around the corner. I'm gonna put that Mexican restaurant's around the corner.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go there, watch the game. Then I'll go to my room and I'll pass out. Don't worry about it. I'll be good. It's like, all right, you sure? It's like, yeah, like don't worry about it. Like you're good. Everyone's good, and like I'm not mad. It's just I get it, fucked up, and I told him I probably needed to sleep, and I did it. Cool. So then I go to that Mexican spot. I sit down. They serve me my chips. These fuckers never come to serve me. I waited there at least 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And at that point, like, listen, if I don't leave, I'm going to get mad. And shit's going to get wild, right? So I just got up and I just left. I fucking left the chips there. I didn't pay for shit. I feel like, I gotta go. Just fucking left. I walked straight to my room, took off all my clothes except for my boxers. I go straight to the bed, passed out, walk out. I wake up around 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, like dazed. First of all, my phone is dead. It's like, I didn't know. I couldn't tell what time it was. I had to go out to the because we stayed at the suite, so we had to go to like the main room. And I go look at the time. It's like, fuck, it's 2:30. I missed the game. Like everything, like shit. Like I missed the after party. I missed everything. It's like 2:30 in the fucking morning. I was like, damn. I was kind of disappointed in myself. But I say, you know what? Fuck it. Hopefully the G's won. I go and wake up Jesse. All I ask him, hey Jesse, did we win? He reacts, oh shit, I don't know.
Oh, that's right. I heard Jesse left too.
Jesse left at halftime, and even when he was inside, he was so drunk that he didn't realize what the hell had happened.
I remember
He didn't realize
that.
that we're
I
down to
heard about
0.
this. Yeah.
So he's like, so he said, "Hey, check for me," and he said, "Check in your phone." And I said, "My phone is dead." It's like, fuck. So then he woke up and reacted, "Oh fuck, let's see how this team did." And then he starts laughing. Dog, he says, "I don't know who took a bigger L, you or the team." I was like,
Hey,
fuck.
Angel, story time with Jesse, real quick. So he called Erica right before the game was, and Erica, everyone came to the house to watch the game. Dog, Maza, dog. So he calls Erica, and he hears my voice like, "Oh, let me talk to George." And all right, cool. Sure enough, she puts him on speaker. He's like, "Hey, George. Hey, dog. Hey." And I'm like, "Hey, what up, Jesse? Y'all having fun?" He's like, "Hey, dog. Let me see." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Ah." Ha, 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 ha." And I'm like, "Wait, what the fuck?" So I thought I was confused, and I was like, "Yo, what happened?" He's like, "No, no, hey, dog, hey, real shit, dog. Let me see." And I'm like, "Let you see what?" And I'm like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" And I was like, "Hey,
That,
dog." And
that
then
shit
I
went
flipped it
on
on
for
him,
like 2-3
dog.
minutes.
Real shit, like a 5-minute conversation of, and then I got tired, and I was like, "Yo, dog, let me see." He's like, "Nah, dog, you can't see this." And then he hung up.
Yeah,
Man,
accurate.
y'all
swear to God.
wildin'.
That
Well,
shit was.
so point is, he wakes up, and I wake up, and listen, I had been asleep for whatever time. Game started at 7:30 to 2:30. Do the math. Because I didn't even watch anything from the game. Because you know how we still have to be like an hour before the game starts. So I
Yeah.
still wait like 30 minutes outside. So I missed kickoff the entire game. So from 7:30 to kickoff to when I woke up like 2:30, I was done. Fucking we wake up and said, "So what do we do now?" It's like, "I got beer in the fridge."
Is
So we
that
went back
drinking?
to drinking. That was it until we finally went back to sleep, and we woke up like 10:30. Took a cold ass shower. We were all right, and then got our Uber and back home. Well,
Yes, sir.
Vegas, right? And then we drove back. But that listen, I apologize if this story is not as wild as other ones from that you heard. But you want to know what happened to me? That's what happened to me. I didn't make it in, and I slept for a good portion of my trip.
Away days are the best days. So fuck it. I
Yep,
love it. I love it. I'm glad you're
over
back.
24 hours, and I didn't fucking sleep.
I
All
love
right,
you.
y'all.
Listen, it's
Yep.
glad you're back. Glad rest sex safety, and on to the next away game. With that being said, this is another episode of Straight from the Stands. I'm your boy Rudy at I'm Smarts on Twitch. I'm Smarts on Instagram. I'm Smarts on Twitter.
This is George, JNDefeated7 on Instagram and Twitter.
Follow me at LiveItAF96, and this weekend I was Bad Bunny as fuck. So go follow my other account at Bud Bunny PR.
You were Sleepy Bunny. Shut up, bitch.
Well, listen, I was multiple bunnies. I was Sleepy
Fake ass
Bunny, I was
Energizer
Happy
Bunny.
Bunny, I was Energizer Bunny, everything.
Close it out, Maza.
Fit
Close it
Bunny,
out. They're gonna
Ben
stop.
Bunny,
Just close it off.
all types of bunnies. Bunny, 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 bunny.
Close it off, dog, please.
You can't, dog.
We are the official White Claw.
Oh
Yeah,
my
we're
God.
sponsored by White Claw. Peace,
Shout out,
love,
shout
and
out
G's
to Eddie
up.
though.
Nah,
for
fuck
that jersey.
you.
Go for it.
Peace, love, and G's up.
Bad
Let's
Bunny,
go.
baby.
Peace. Hey, happy birthday to Marlene. I missed that one, but happy
Oh,
birthday.
Marlene, happy birthday, Marlene, happy
Happy
birthday. Damn,
birthday.
good catch, good catch.
Peace.
Marlene, birthday.